What?
We need to restart.
Okay.
Sorry, I got a phone call.
You got a phone call? No!
Yeah, fucking shit fuck.
That's okay. We don't, we can just keep rolling. We'll just edit out anything we don't want.
So, what were you saying?
So, my dad has talked about starting a podcast with his friend as well.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to talk about, they're going to, heavily criticize restaurants they go to. They're going to be, super hypercritical of it. Looking at things and, goofing on them. Yeah, he's just, razzing on them, you know?
Oh, okay, yes. I love that then.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just roasting them.
I love that for him.
Yeah, we love that for him.
What's it going to be called?
I don't think they have a name yet.
We need to think of a name for them.
Yeah, we'll think of a name. We'll brainstorm a name for them.
Yes, the Hungry Boys.
The Hungry Boys? Yeah, it's just everything sounds exactly like ours. The Mulberry Boys. Fuck, no. The Blueberry Boys. Damn it! That one doesn't work either. The Strawberry... No, we have Strawberry Boys. Okay, that one doesn't work.
What about the Dinner Dudes?
Oh, the Dinner Dudes! I could never imagine that because my dad is very serious in the way that he talks. He's very deadpan like I am, and so to imagine him doing a fucking voice like that.
He's like, "Welcome to the Dinner Dudes."
Oh, sick, bro! We're gonna tear these people up. Oh.
Welcome to the Strawberry Boys podcast.
Hi, Tyler. Thank you for welcoming me to the Strawberry Boys podcast.
Oh, no problem. Anytime.
You know, I am so happy to be here today because today is actually the 5th year anniversary of Strawberry Boys. Can you believe it?
Can't believe we've been doing this for 5 years.
2 episodes across 5 years, but you know what they say?
It's lit.
It's lit. Yeah, it's so lit.
What do they say? They say that 5 years. That's all they say. They just say 5 years.
Yeah. So actually, when they say 5 years, they're talking about that David Bowie song 5 years off of Ziggy Stardust.
The only song that I know, nope, that's not the song. It's called 10 Years From Now. It's a different song. It's by Mike Jones.
The thing is, if you just listen to that halfway through, then it becomes 5 years.
Yes, that makes complete sense mathematically.
Exactly. I'm a math boy. I know all these things.
Yes. Yes.
What do you think I was going to school for?
Origami.
There's a surprising amount of math in origami, though. I have a friend from home who does a lot of origami stuff, and she uses a lot of really interesting mathematical concepts to create tessellations and other really cool patterns. And I didn't realize that origami was so mathematically involved, but it totally makes sense.
Yeah, you're doing geometry.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're doing geometry boy stuff.
Yeah, I never really thought of it like that, but it definitely makes sense that it is super mathematical. Does she do her own stuff?
Yeah, she has a business and everything. It's really impressive.
Oh, that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's super lit. Language is fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I hate language.
Yeah, I have actually never spoken in my life. I refuse to do language.
I can't read well.
That's right. You don't read. You don't read or write. You actually have your brother do all the reading and writing for you.
Yes, he's a sweetie.
Yeah, he's really looking out for you. I appreciate that he does that.
Me too.
It's just very unfortunate when I have him read things like "up dog" or and then he's like, "What's up, dog?" And I'm like, "Not much, dude." Got him.
Got him.
Yeah, it's pretty Hava.
Yeah, have a what?
Have a nice day.
So, you went to Atlanta.
I did. I recently went to Atlanta because I'm going to be moving down there for a job, and it was a complete fucking dumpster fire.
Sorry, that's excellent. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing for you.
Laughing for me? You're laughing on behalf of me?
Yes.
Thank you. You're allowed to laugh at me. It's a laughable experience. Yeah, man. I went and I had 4 appointments scheduled for apartment showings. and none of them happened. Like, either I would go to the leasing office and there would be nobody there and it'd be completely locked, or I'd text the people and I'd be like, hey, I'm here. And then 20 minutes later, they'd be like, hey. And then I'd hear nothing else.
Hey, we're not there and we're not going to be there ever.
Yeah, we actually never had an apartment in the first place. We just wanted to pull a prank on you.
They're like, if you want to come visit the Motel 6, we can probably get you a room.
Yeah, yours is going to cost you $65 a night.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Yeah, we'll leave the light on. We've got a bed. We have a floor. You know, you have all the floor you could ever need. You know, want some carpet? I got carpet for you, baby.
Yeah, or laid on some carpet.
Oh, ha, dude, I'm laying carpet today. How was work? Oh, it was fine. I was just laying carpet.
I don't know why that's funny.
What's wrong with laying carpet, Tyler?
Do carpenters lay carpet, or do they build cabinets, or do they do both?
No, they lay carpent.
Okay, that makes sense. Did you know that Tyler, it means somebody that like lays tiles?
Oh, so it's like literally Tyler?
Or like a bricklayer? Yeah.
That is weird. I guess like maybe the TY, like the Y is like an old spelling of it, and then it just changed to like TYLE is how you used to spell tile, and then it changed to TILE sometime.
Yeah.
Again, language is fucking weird.
We're back to the language.
Yeah. Well, no, we actually don't. We don't talk about language here. We don't participate in language.
Yeah, I definitely don't. It's like, honestly, whenever someone brings up languages or like says words, I just get angry and I punch myself a lot.
Yeah, it was actually really unfortunate after our pilot episode because we were talking about Hispanophone countries, and you went into a violent fit after that. And it took me 37 hours to get you out of that.
Yeah, when we got off of the podcast, I was like, listen, David, I can't believe you brought that up. Why are we doing this? This is over.
We are never talking about, if you ever for a fucking second talk about language again, I will end you. I was low-key hoping when you were talking about what Tyler means that you would say it had something to do with like laying carpet.
I should have, but I didn't because.
It's close though. It's like basically the same thing.
Yeah, laying tile, carpet. They both go on the ground.
Yeah, they both have pattern.
Yep.
They both are ground.
They're both fur.
They both commit tax fraud. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's actually quite a dirty like underground ring of tax fraud flooring. So typically the hardwood floors, like they are pretty good about it. Like they kind of keep everything above water. But once you start getting into like tiling and you get into like carpets, they get kind of like skeezy.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate, but you know, like what can you do? I'm not their mom.
I don't own them.
Yeah, I literally don't own them. Even though I bought them at Lowe's.
So back to your Atlanta story.
Oh yeah, back to Atlanta. so yeah, like everyone would be like, either the leasing office was completely closed, even though I had an appointment scheduled. I would text the people and they would say nothing to me like 20 minutes later, or I would show up to the apartment complex and they would be like, "We don't have any apartments to show you. There's nothing we can do." And it's like, why would you let me schedule an appointment if you didn't have anything to show me?
That's so fucking annoying.
It's so dumb, yeah. And that was like the whole theme of like the stay there was just like weird hot garbage like that happening.
Yeah, that sounds horrible. I'm glad I wasn't there.
Yeah, I wasn't there either, so it's okay.
You just made up this whole story about going to Atlanta. And
like I was like lying about ever like even living in Philly. I live in like Dubai or something.
And your Atlanta trip is just a dream, and we just woke up from the dream, and now it's real.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, that's unfortunate. That's my favorite Jaden tweet.
Is that a Jaden tweet?
Yeah, like he made. I think it was like back in like 2012 or something like that. There was like some post like compiling some really wacky like philosophical quote stuff that Jaden was saying, and one of the tweets was, "How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?"
Wow, he's really
He's like the Pacific Ocean because he's like literally so deep.
he's one of the great philosophers.
Falafel.
The great philosophers of our time.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, yeah, it's like whatever, you know. Let him do his philosophy thing.
Philosophers?
Falafel. Let him make falafels on Twitter. If like all of the cringy shit that I said when I was 14 was on Twitter, I would be so embarrassed. Like and have it like archived for the entire world to see.
Yeah, thank God it was not around.
No.
I see shit that I said on Facebook, like in memories from like 6 years ago, and I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I said that.
I know, dude.
Like, oh, and I delete it, and I'm like, hopefully 6 years ago nobody actually fucking read this.
I know, right? There are some like online forums I used to go on back in like 2007, 2008, and like every like year and a half or so, I'll like go back and like read some of the stuff I said, and I'm like, why was I so cringe? How could I have possibly been such a cringe person?
Yeah, it's crazy the shit that I said, like that you say when you're younger and you just don't realize it, and you're like, oh, this is funny or this is cool, and then you look at it now and you're like, oh, somebody should have killed me back then.
Somebody should have like aggressively stopped me from like even knowing about what the internet was.
Yeah.
I should not even been allowed to think about it.
Do you think that's going to be worse for like kids growing up now? Like they're going to look back for sure and be like, wow, I can't believe I love Supremes that much.
Oh, without a doubt. Like those kids are going to go back because they had access to the internet a lot earlier than we did. Like I wasn't on like a lot of social networking sites and like forums and all of that until I was like 12, 13.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that's kind of like the beginning of like your Supreme cringe, but like, you know, the stuff that like kids that are even younger than that posting are just as bad.
All the sad TikToks that are being made by those children.
Oh no, not the sad TikToks. One thing that is like particularly cringe when I look back at like Facebook is the I used to be really into Doctor Who when it was kind of at its zenith back in like 2013, 2014. And a lot of my friends would tag me in Doctor Who memes, and I would occasionally post Doctor Who memes. And there's like something about Doctor Who memes that have like this very special type of cringe that is like sometimes like the cringe is funny, and sometimes it's like so embarrassing that like you want to like retroactively die because of the things that like 11-year ago self liked. Like there's just something special about Doctor Who that makes for some extremely cringe memes.
Yeah, I never watched Doctor Who. I don't think I've seen one episode.
Oh, I really liked it. Like it was like campy in like a really fun way, and like you like grew attached to like the characters.
All I remember is that people were mad that there was a girl doctor.
That was a few years ago. Yeah, I kind of stopped watching after like the Doctor before her. Was when I stopped watching, so I kind of missed out on that whole controversy. But yeah, people were really mad about the fact that women exist in media.
Rip.
But there was one episode of Doctor Who that would make me fucking bawl. Like every time I watched it, I like by the end I was like crying, tears streaming down my face because it was just so emotional.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was this episode with Van Gogh, and they go back in time and meet up with him, and then at the end of the episode, they take Van Gogh to like the future, to like the modern times, and they bring him to like a Van Gogh like exhibit in an art museum because like his work wasn't really appreciated in his time. And so, like, they just bring them there casually, and the doctor goes up to the curator of the museum, and he's like, hey, so, like, what do you think about Van Gogh's works? And the guy is just, like, going off on, like, how fucking amazing Van Gogh's stuff is, like, while he's there listening to it. And it just makes me fucking cry every time. Like, it's such a beautiful scene. You done? Tyler.
What? Sorry, I fell asleep.
Oh, you fell asleep because my story was so fucking boring?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
We have a podcast to record, Tyler, and here you are sleeping. Now we're gonna have to tag it as ASMR because you're sleeping. Your snoring sounds.
We love ASMR on this podcast.
We do.
But it's definitely gone downhill.
You think it's gone downhill?
Yeah. Nobody does it anymore.
Nobody does it anymore. Don't look at YouTube and verify that. Yeah, no, it's definitely gone downhill, and so we're gonna have to bring it back with snoring ASMR.
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep telling stories about Doctor Who, and you can pretend to be asleep while I tell them.
Yeah, just whisper them like ASMR style, and I'll just like lay down and I'll just like snore into the microphone a little bit.
Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me take a sip of water. Okay, we're getting ready. We're warming up the vocal cords. We're gonna do some ASMR about Doctor Who. Right. And then there were these creatures called the Weeping Angels, and they were statue people. And when you didn't look at them, they could move. And that's all. I didn't have like a whole thing to tell.
I almost laughed and I couldn't snore. Because when he started whispering, I was like, I can't do this.
It's too much. It's like weird because it's like in your ear.
You did really good with your whispering, though. I will give you that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You could really have a career.
You think I could have an ASMR career?
Yeah.
Well, I could if it hadn't already gone downhill.
Yeah.
But now that it's like completely, we're the only ones that are doing it now. It's hard to make a career out of it.
That's true. Facts.
Yeah. Although I used to have a channel that was like ASMR adjacent.
Oh yeah, adjacent.
Yeah, like I don't know if I ever told you about this, but like I had a channel called Drag Race ASMR, and I would do like these like ASMR dubs of like iconic RuPaul's Drag Race fights.
Dang.
Yeah, it was super fun. Like it was just a goofy little project, and
sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's like really funny to watch because like those scenes are like such like high intensity, and you can like feel the tension. But then you see someone like Fifi O'Hare, and she's like, "Go back to Party City where you belong," and it's like so funny like watching the juxtaposition of the body language and the gentle whispering.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
that is hilarious.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel so seen right now, Tyler.
Shout out to your family.
I knew you were gonna say it. I was like, as soon as you said shout out, I was like, no, don't go there.
Shout out to your YouTube channel.
Thanks, bro.
I literally meant to say shout out to your YouTube channel, but then when I said shout out, I was like,
that's just like you couldn't stop your brain. You're like, no, don't say it, and you said it anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Shout out to my YouTube channel's family.
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel that I used to like upload on. And then I made another one because I wanted to because I had a couple hundred followers at the time. And so I was like, oh, cool, I'm going to make merch, but I don't really like the name of my channel, and what can I do? And the only thing I could think of was to make a new channel. And I made some merch, and the channel is called Tyler Blue Eyes.
Wait, how old were you when you made this?
It was like in between 17 and 19, I think, or somewhere. But I made this merch, and the shirts were actually pretty cool. Like on the front of the shirt, it just said O, like OH. For some reason, that was a thing. On the bottom of the shirt, on the back, it said like youtube.com/Tyler Blue Eyes.
Oh my god. That does sound pretty lit though. Like you had like a catchphrase and everything.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, and my grandma loved the shirts. We bought her a couple.
That is so fucking cute. I love that.
Yeah, she loved it. She used to always wear it. She had a red one and a black one and a blue one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can match with all your outfits.
Yeah. Yeah. But it was cool.
You got to match them up. Yeah, that is awesome. And
Yeah.
it's like I wonder what our catchphrases are going to be. It better not be shout out to his family. That better not become our fucking catchphrase.
I pray to God that's what it is.
No, we can't. We cannot capitalize on that, Tyler.
No, we can't. But also,
No.
it would technically not be our catchphrase. Although, no.
What are you thinking?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't think David got a trademarked shout out to his family.
True. I hope not.
Dude, could you imagine? He's like, this was like so like profound and meaningful that like I need to make sure that nobody else can use this.
And he did it before the video actually came out or whatever. Like,
oh my god, like it was like a whole like PR thing that he had planned and then it just fucking burned down in flames.
yeah. Like, yeah, he already had all the merch made and it said, shout out to his family.
He was like, oh man, people are gonna like, they're gonna see it on the street and they're just gonna like fucking tear up because it's so beautiful and deep.
Yeah. So, today I was supposed to go to work for my first day.
Mm-hmm. How did that go?
Well, I sat there for a little bit and I like sat in front of the TV screen that was showing the Olympics while I was waiting for the manager to come talk to me about like onboarding and stuff. And it was like horses jumping over fucking poles.
Like Polish people or like?
Yeah, no. They were like jumping over the poles and like, I don't know exactly what it's called because I'm not,
You're an Olympics wizard?
yeah, I'm not an Olympics wizard, but there was this couple that, like kind of older couple, they came up and sat next to me. They're like, is it okay if we sit here? Is someone sitting here? And I'm like, no, it's my first day. I'm just waiting on somebody. And the lady just sat there and watched the TV with me. And she, one of the horses knocked down a pole so it didn't make the jump. And she was like, oh, like she was like, I can't believe, like, what? I'm like, bruh, it's a horse. You're watching the Olympics. I don't even know who is running right now in the Olympics. Like, I don't even know what team this is. And she just acted so concerned that the fucking horse hit the pole.
What if like she didn't know either? Like she didn't even know that it was like the Olympics, and she was just like, "No, the horse didn't make it."
I mean, I think that's what happened.
It's kind of like when you're on a road trip with someone and you have like no idea what to say, and so you're like commenting on like, "Huh, that town's named like Strasbourg or whatever." Like, "Oh, we're going by Strasbourg," and then it's like, there's nothing to like go off there.
Yeah,
like that's what she was doing.
Yeah, it's like maybe I should have talked to her and been like, "Oh yeah, the horse hit the pole. That sucks, right?"
Like, yeah, you guys like start like a coalition, like justice for the horse.
Like the horse didn't fall; it just knocked the pole over. Like everything was fine. Why did you have such a weird reaction to it?
Look, she cares a lot about horses, and she knows that like poles are like a natural predator of horses, and so she was worried about the horse's well-being.
Oh, that's understandable. I support her in that endeavor that she has.
Yeah, it's good for her, isn't it?
Yeah, good for her. And then she left. I was like, finally, she's leaving. Thank you. Bye. But there was also like a really cute guy in there.
Are you gonna marry him?
Yeah, I'm gonna marry him.
Is he one of your 17 husbands now?
Yes, he's actually number 16. I don't have 17 yet.
Oh, right. Sorry, my bad. I forgot that you're not talking to Derek anymore.
Yes.
Is Craig one of your husbands?
Craig is always my husband.
Yeah, Craig is everyone's husband. It's amazing that he's been with us on a recording journey for the past 5 years.
Well, David, I think it's
What do you think it is, Tyler?
it's peanut butter jelly time. Yeah.
Oh God, I just got like a flashback to fucking like being 13 years old and watching videos on YouTube of like the little banana dancing to that song.
Yeah.
Are bananas like typically part of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Like, was there any through line besides like haha random banana?
Actually, they do taste good with peanut butter. I know that much.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, they taste really good with peanut butter. I don't know.
They come from the same fruit, so it totally makes sense that they would.
I think actually Elvis like really liked those, or maybe it was fried bologna.
Those both sound like things Elvis would like.
I think Elvis liked like peanut butter and jelly with bananas.
Mike is gonna like yell at us after this podcast because we're like speculating on Elvis, and he's like listening, like, no, that is not. It's like this. He liked arugula on his peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. How could you not know that?
He's gonna be so mad that we're butchering Elvis facts.
We're desecrating the name of Elvis.
Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, sorry, Mike.
Not sorry.
We'll do better next time.
Yeah.
We'll hit you up mid podcast to make sure that all of our Elvis. You can be our Elvis fact checker for the podcast. We'll put him on the payroll.
We can pay you in blocks.
Yeah, because we're just little babies. We don't have any money. We have a podcast. We don't have any money.
Well, David, I think it's time that we go watch Rabah.
Wait, are you saying that if we were to watch something right now, it would be Iraba?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
All right, let's get off here. Let's watch some RuPaul.
Thank you for joining us on the Strawberry Boys podcast.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Bye.
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 Oh, shit.
She goes deep, darling.